About a month ago, I released a video that was a comparison between Fuji Provia 100 and Fuji Velvia 100. And I got a few questions about my thoughts on Velvia 50, and it wasn't something that I could really answer at the time because it wasn't a film that I'd shot before. Now, I had heard that Velvia 50 was fantastic for things like landscapes or things that had really colorful scenes because of the way it rendered colors. It was very beautiful and vivid. And so when fall rolled around here in Boston, I decided to buy a couple rolls of Velvia 50 and take it for a test spin. So I'm going to show you some of the images that I shot over the course of the fall. I shot some of them in Brookline here on some of the streets because there are lots of trees and things. It's just really pretty. And I also shot some photos in the Arnold Arboretum, which again, as the name suggests, has a lot of trees. And with the leaves turning colors, it just provided for a really beautiful backdrop to really test this film and see what I could get. So I'm going to show you some of the photos and we can talk about them. Okay, so this first photo is of a church in Brookline, Massachusetts. And it just has really cool tones to it, I think. I like the rich tones in the bricks on the building, the yellows and greens in the trees right in front of it, and then the blue tones in the sky. I just think that Velvia 50 really renders colors in a vivid, very interesting way that I particularly enjoy. Here's a photo of some leaves on a tree in Brookline again, and I just love the tones of this image. There's not really anything super interesting about it other than it's a tree, but I just love the way the yellow comes out, and I think it just pops a lot in the image and how the yellow and the dark branches sort of stand out against the blue background. This is a photo of a shop, and I really just liked how the different tones in the image came out. I particularly like the reds in the sign and the sort of more muted colors in the background. I just think it's really an interesting film stock to work with and that you can get some really cool images with it. This is another shot in Brookline. And again, I really liked how this image came out. Now I had a little bit of flare in the top of the image because I was shooting right into the sun, but I kind of like how it washed out the image a little bit. But still, even with that, the colors in the trees in the background that are out of focus and whatnot, they look really good, and the colors look very vivid and very saturated in a really pretty way. This is a close-up shot of a flower in the Arnold Arboretum, and I really liked how this turned out. Now, the very shallow depth of field is due to the camera and lens I was using. I shot this on the Mamiya RZ67, and I think that these came out really cool. I just like how it turned out. Some more photos of leaves. You're going to see a lot of that in this video. This was, I believe, in the Arboretum, and I just liked all the different color of leaves that were on this tree, so I thought it was a really interesting shot to take. Again, if you're not into leaves, then whatever, man, but I really liked how this image came out. This one I missed the focus a little bit because I was trying to take a quick shot. This is a photo of my friend walking down the path, and there was this really vibrant red tree, and I just wanted to capture this quickly before someone else was coming into the frame, and I just didn't get enough time to nail the focus, but I still really like how the tones came out, particularly how the red in the foreground is sort of set out from the yellow and green tones in the background. And Velvia 50 in particular just pulls out colors very well and saturates them and makes, every color look really beautiful in my opinion. This was again at the Arnold Arboretum. There's a young couple sitting across the pond, and I just like the reflections on the water and the colorful leaves and foliage in the background. I just thought it made for a really cool image, so I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I think I overexposed it just slightly. Some of the highlights are blown out, but I still think it came out pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope this gave you a sense of what Velvia 50 can do and what it looks like. I think it's a fantastic film, particularly if you're shooting something like fall colors in New England. and you're looking to get a really vivid, colorful scene captured in a really beautiful way, I think Velvia 50 is great for that. So let me know down in the comments what you think about this film, or if you have any questions for me. I'd be happy to answer them. Always like to hear the feedback from you guys. As always, if you like these videos, please subscribe to my channel. You can do that by clicking on my face up here, or by clicking on the subscribe link down next to my channel name. We'll see you soon, folks. This has been another episode of Dan Bullman Photography. Peace.